here in Austin, Texas, the Federal District, Austin District, Western District of Texas. And we're here for the Elizabeth Herrera, Alexander Gonzales wrongful death trial. It's a civil trial because the district attorney, Jose Sellout Garza, has refused, promised to press charges, and then he lied to the mom, Elizabeth Herrera. This is government property, no loitering. But yeah, the thing that's loitering is that the city of Austin, instead of, they say they're into equity and justice and all that and freedom, instead what they do is they spend tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars on these cases. They bring in all these lawyers, even outside attorneys are coming in to defend injustice, to defend their police officers. We just watched a video in court. It was a synced video that was synced up with the recordings and other videos, and found out that Officer Serrato fired like 7 or 8 shots at Alexander Gonzales. After he was already shot in the head and bleeding down his face, they tried to give him commands, but he couldn't hear them. He couldn't follow the commands because he'd already been shot, and so the officers kept shooting him. Officer Gutierrez is the one that's facing the charges in here. Not the charges, I'm sorry. He's not facing any charges. He's facing the civil penalties. And so he's in there. He looks like a bad cop. He's a big, thick-headed cop with a little beard, mostly bald on top. Yeah, so we're here outside the United States Federal. This is the DOJ for Austin. This is the United States Federal Courthouse. Of course, we have FBI also, and other DOJ offices here. But this is where justice hits the fan, you know, in a way. And so we're watching the expert testimony from the plaintiff's, Elizabeth's legal team, and he's in here talking about how the city didn't do real background victimology. They didn't use the proper scientific method. They showed bias. And even though the Office of Police Oversight, in a rare decision, said that they wanted a permanent suspension of Gutierrez, and Serrato, he needed to get, I want to call him Serrano, but it's Officer Serrato, he needed to get him, they asked to get him retrained and some counseling. And then the Citizens Use of Force Review Panel, which is this committee, they made a recommendation also. So the Office of Police Oversight is one department, and they made recommendations for retraining, for changes in policy, for firing Gutierrez, and the Chief Chacon ignored that, and so did Robin Henderson, the Chief of Staff, his second in command, who she's still around today doing damage. Chacon took off somewhere, I don't know where the hell he went, but he chickened out. Also, for the Citizens Use of Force Committee asked the citizens, the CRPD, whatever it's called. Anyways, they said that the Officer Gutierrez should be fired and unlimited suspension. And he wasn't fired, he wasn't punished, wasn't disciplined. Literally what happened, it looks like so far, they don't know how it started because there's no video, because Gutierrez was off duty. He had some kind of road rage incident with Alexander Gonzales. Alexander Gonzales' girlfriend was in the car next to him in the passenger seat, and their infant child was in the back seat. And what happened was Gutierrez got in some kind of road rage incident after he got back from the gym, probably all hopped up on whatever cops get hopped up to go in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, they think that they're at war with the citizens and they need to bulk up in any way that they need to. We know about their steroid use. We know about their monster drinks and their Red Bulls. We know about all the things they do to get jacked so that they can be aggressive towards the public. And that doesn't keep you calm with a gun. So we know that he was doing that. He just get back from the gym. He pulls up next to Alexander Gonzales, although in the testimony they're saying Gonzales pulled up next to him and brandished a weapon. It shows that that Guterres, actually in the video, Guterres, the treehouse apartments on Wickersham and Oltorf had surveillance video, and the surveillance video at a distance shows Guterres pulling up on Gonzales with road rage, and then following him another couple hundred feet, opening fire, and he actually thought he shot 8 shots because he had 1 in the chamber. The police apparently keep 1 in the chamber so they can make and it was his off-duty. It's his police weapon off-duty that he's got in his private little car. And so he fired and he shot at Gonzales, Alexander Gonzales, and he while he was off duty, he fired on a citizen, civilian, whatever you want to call us, in an act of war. And certainly what the cops did afterwards was wrong. Officer Serrato has been relieved from this lawsuit. His part has been dismissed. He's been given basically qualified immunity. He fired, it sounded like 7 or 8 shots into Gonzales as well. So they both fired 7 or 8 shots into Gonzales. So it's at least 14 shots, maybe 15 shots that fired into Gonzales. Maybe some of them missed. Maybe some of them shot down in the east side, trying to kill people, bystanders in the background, on the backdrop. And yeah, they actually wanted to bring in a lot of background history, criminal records and whatnot, and that's been mostly removed, but it might come up later. Nobody's brought up any background for Serrato or Guterres, the bad cops that go around doing road rage and killing people. So yeah, it's interesting. It's always one way. It's always one way in Austin. So here we are in Austin, Texas, watching a wrongful death trial, and anything's possible. It's just the day 1 of this trial. There's a lot of legal games that can be played, and you know how it goes. You know how it goes. The police are going to try to get off. The city will spare no expense to get their police officers off so they can continue to kill and kill again. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's rapes and murders and crimes done by the police department in Austin every day, all the time. Most of it never makes it to news. Most of it never makes it to justice. Most people that are killed, families never get to sue. Like, this is special stuff. And also, we've noticed in here that the main thing that Robert Pittman, that was in the news, is Honorable Judge Robert Pittman, the federal court judge here. He's the only judge here. The rest are magistrates under him. That he had ruled that the discipline, the failure to discipline the APD officers, can be put on trial here too. So that's going to be part of it, how they fail to discipline their officers, which creates a positive feedback loop for more police violence and more corruption. And it's not the way to lead a police department or any department in the government. So we'll keep you in touch. I'm going to head back up. We had like a 15-minute break. I'm sure I'm past that. Oh man, it's going to be a very contentious trial. The city's going to pull out all the strings to prevent justice, to let these officers kill and